Hey Giants fans, this is Chad from TorchaCast, and I was able to catch up with several Giants on the golf course today at Pebble Beach when they took on the 49ers in the Chevron Charity Shootout. Although I did not actually get in a question with Bruce Bochy, I was able to record quite a bit of dialogue between him and a few other reporters, and it was pretty entertaining talking about golf in general and how bad he is, the anxiety level of it. Also talking about how tough the West is going to be and the National League is going to be this year. But also about him losing a little bit of weight this year. He does look a little bit slimmer, and making some jokes about Pablo. So I hope you enjoy it.
What is the state of your game, dare I ask?
You know what? It's different every day. I don't know how to gauge it really, but I think I'm hitting a little better than what I did last year. But we'll see.
You say you spent 2 or 3 days here. Is it just kind of like a last vacation before you jump into the season?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a vacation because the anxiety level's up a little bit right now before we play. But yeah, it is. Come up here and stay at Spanish Bay, have some fun, and just kind of mingle with the fans. Like I said, I get to see Matty, George Kontos, Randy Wynn. We're all playing together. Got a great caddy, Kay Cockrell. She's getting me straightened out here. So
a real golfer.
Yeah, she's a real golfer. But it's not good when you're on the range and she goes, I think you're uncoachable. No, she didn't say that. She wouldn't say that. She's too positive.
How'd you like to have some of this weather on those cold July nights?
I like those cold July nights. We're used to it a little bit more than opposing teams, so I'll take them. I want it real cold. I think our players, they adjust to it a little bit easier than the other teams.
Would you ever play in the actual tournament here?
I don't think so. I don't know if I'd hold up that long. It's a lot of walking, a lot of swings. But I'd think about it. If I did, though, my whole winter would be spent on the golf range getting ready for it.
Right.
I don't know if I have that kind of time.
Right.
Would you get a little bit antsy right about now this time of year?
Yeah, I'm just talking about that, sure. Super Bowl's over. You see all the Giant fans here. It's time for us to get geared up, ramped up for our season. And, I like what Bobby Evans has done this year. We strengthened the rotation, depth in our outfield. Guys are healthy. We're ready to go. I think the boys are excited. I know they are. And so, just a couple of weeks away, we'll be playing games in Scottsdale.
Yeah, we're talking next week at this time. We'll be talking to you in Arizona.
Right.
And you're right. I mean, you had some holes that were, for this time of year, it filled about as good as you could ask them to be filled.
Yeah, really, Bobby and our baseball staff did a great job filling those holes. We added 2 starters, and of course, Denard Span. It's a better, stronger rotation lineup. So it's good to see ownership, step up and do what they did. I mean, we certainly appreciate that. And but I think just getting the guys healthy. I mean, it's hard to lose Pence as much as we lost him for last year. Panic, Cain, but boys are healthy, and so I know they're so excited to just get back on the field. We like our club.
You look in shape for the season. You dropped some pounds? Or?
Yeah, I dropped a few. Yeah, I needed to. I need to get out to the mountain a little quicker. So, I got in a little better routine. Kind of like Pablo, though. I got to watch it because I can put it right back on as quick as he does. So I got to watch myself.
You don't want any of those scares like last spring training?
No, that's enough of that. So it's a wake-up call. It does make you, start to watch it a little bit.
Is there one off-season move that really
stands out? A lot of
stands
the
out?
off-season moves, obviously, we just did. The Diamondbacks have had their fair share. Are they looking like the bigger contender than the Dodgers this year?
No, I don't want to say who's. Dodgers aren't going away. They're so good. They're so solid. And of course, Diamondbacks getting Greinke. I mean, they're so much stronger. So it's going to be another tough division, tough league. You look at some other clubs outside our division, but within our division, other teams have made improvements. So it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
A big thank you to everybody for listening to the TorchaCast, the podcast by and for fans of the San Francisco Giants. Follow us on Twitter @TorchaCast. You can also like us on Facebook or check out our blog at torchacast.com. I also want to say thank you to Ashcon and Bailey for letting us use their song Feeling Like a Giant for our intro. For Ben Lee and Chad King, my name is Willie Dills saying, we'll see you next time.